This is Water Elemental, and welcome back to Hex Shards of Fate. We are now tackling the Tomb of the Rose Knights. As you approach the snowy hillside that houses the entrance to the ancient crypt, you see several human-shaped figures and hear sharp clanging of swords. Several necrotic warriors, their swords surrounded in clouds of purple blood magic, are bearing down on a shouting, panicked contingent of human knights. The plate armor worn by the humans are already dented and smoking from the incessant assault by the necrotic. The humans seem confused and bellow commands at each other, while the necrotic methodically continue to advance their attacks with calculated precision. Do not resist, humans. Soon you shall be awakened. And troops get +1/+1 at the start of your turn. If you have 25 or more health, random troops you control get +1. Okay. I'm guessing he starts at 25 or close to. I'm glad that they're using the ice theme. This is only used for Frostring Arena originally. Oh, he's only 15. Replace hand. Replace hand. Better? First hand was probably the best, but I just a lot of higher cost cards. Gain 1 health. Okay. Go with diamond. And for the reason for that is extinction doesn't seem to be as useful as, say, a 3/3 with steadfast right now. Oh no, 1 damage. Jesus, don't scream at me, bro. When this dies, put it into your deck. Life link in all zones. Cool. Should have gone blood. Dang it. Anywho. Yeah, we're gonna go grab something. Okay, that's not too bad. 2/2 with lethal will scare him away, I'm guessing. So that's going to be 3 damage, +2 he'll go to 17, unless he has any sort of buffs. Okay, so that's 4, gain 4, so that's 19. Still manageable. Pain train it coming. Do I deal 2 or keep him out as a blocker? Deal 2. Take advantage of the speed. Or repel. That hurt. That hurt good. Well, either way, that was gonna happen in one form or another. If I was gonna block, he was gonna repel. Attack, he was gonna repel. I might as well have attempted to get the damage. But now we're going to have our 3/3 guy. So we're going to go... Oh, shit. Whoops. Actually, that's not a bad thing. Because I can pop Noble Citizenry on it. that means he's missing something. He doesn't have a repel or anything like that. Alright. Blood Shard. Go on, go Fallen Singularity. When you play this from your shard, gain 2 charges. At the start of your turn, get +1/+1. I'm gonna go with white on this one. Because I have more white synergy than kill off you. You're more threatening at the moment. When you gain 2 chosen shard. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, I was supposed to get 2. And then attack. Alright, so we kept his second repel at bay. Alright, cool. Should have seen that coming. Perfect, he's right at 25. When does that trigger? At the start of your turn. Okay. At least I have a worst case scenario in my hand. Don't tell me he has 3. Alright. Got really worried for a second. Like, yeah, how does he have 3 of them in his hand? But I should also have learned that this game likes to break deck building rules sometimes. Get rid of you. Alright, finally stabilized after a very slow start. Unless... that stops him for a little while. I think he got shard screwed. Alright. Troops in all zones cost -1. That's going to help him out a bit. So we're going to continue the combat and deal hopefully 7, 10. Wait, I'll only deal 3. That's interesting, to say the least. When this enters place, stun target opposing troop. What does stun do? Huh. I'm guessing he doesn't untap until the turn after? That's my proper guess. Let's see. Do it. One-for-one trade with a mediocre character over something a lot higher, and I'm going to have 9, a lot more. When you get in charge, you get 2 health. Okay. All right, let's see if we can get speed on this guy. I think we win. Boom. Just for salt in the wound. That was a fun first fight in the dungeon, I'd gotta admit. A little scary. Anything with a heal mechanic, it's like, can I outpace it? Is my concerns. I pity these dim-witted humans. They shove the corpses of their kings into elaborately decorated holes in the ground, then forget about them. And then they become indignant when they try to utilize them for entirely practical purposes. What are you doing here? We came to take the corpses from this crypt and awaken them. We were surprised to find these humans standing guard, waiting for us to arrive. Perhaps they aren't as thick-headed as they appear. Do the dead kings make for particularly powerful necrotic? On occasion, yes. For the most part, we awaken the corpses of kings because it upsets the humans so much. Apparently, they were fighting rather furiously when I arrived. Indeed, it is likely that another contingent of these pests are on their way even as we speak. Do you intend to enter the crypt? Yeah. We will keep watch out here and fend off any further humans' attacks as you explore inside. Thank you. That is a good reasoning for doing what they do. Oh no, it's not because it's powerful, it just really makes them mad. That's beautiful. The ancient crypt was once called the Tomb of the Rose Knights, an order of chivalrous soldiers that no longer exist. What is the smell? You are assaulted by the stench of decay. The dark room echoes as the sounds of teeth biting and rendering of flesh. Kneeling amongst these Shards at once housed the remains of a human nobility and several zombies that... They are occasionally chewing on the fenced skin, barely clinging to the cracked bones on the remaining corpses. The zombies are still consumed in the feast. They do not seem to notice you entirely. Target Troop Control gets the following random lethal rage speed at start your turn. Bury the top card of each opposing champion's deck. Goody! Must attack as start to avoid a random non-zombie troop in the crypt. If you do, exhaust this. At the start of the battle with the aid your allies entrance provided. This battle with the aid your allies at the entrance provided, the horde of zombies feast on the Dragon Guard. What aid do I get from... That's kind of confusing. But we'll see. Oh, hey! Oof, I hate being on such a... Oh, that timer is going down pretty fast. And no. No, I was hoping I would never see those ever again. one-shot. That's perfect. Thank you. Okay, God, that is too good for an uncommon. Yeah, you gotta really pair up your colors right, but still, 2 for 1/1 that doesn't take damage. It's a perfect blocker. Target's troops get 1 at random. What'd you get? Lethal. Huh, must have got lethal again. Okay. Really intent on milling my hand. This would be a good time to attack, just out of... Yep, perfect. Yep. Oh, that's also really good. Guess dragging it doesn't actually activate the effect. Cool. Looks like I finally started to get board presence. 7, 5, 4, 3, and then what else is this right here? Okay. It hurts to do it, but I feel Inner Conflict is probably the best choice right now. Another Inner Conflict. It's not like the end of the world now. We're gonna Inner Conflict you. I'm gonna kill off directly you. I'm going to try to bait a block. Okay. Let's see what we can get in the next couple of turns. And it must attack, so I can block it with the eye. If I can give that steadfast, it will be the perfect combination. Flying 2/1. No other stats. Not as big of a threat, except for the fact that he's got a lot of flyers coming in. That's what's starting to scare me. That's right, it still has the 50-50 of dealing damage to other stuff. Yeah. Exactly what I wanted. Unblockable. Okay. Very gross animation. -2/-2 gain a charge. Okay, that's a little rough. That thing has rage too. Draw on blanks here. Lose some cycling cards out of my deck. Hopefully that starts targeting other cards. Yep. I'll take that too. If it was the one with Rage, I'd block in an instant, but... There you go. Something else pretty handy. Gonna ping him for 3. Unless that's getting buffed with something major, I'm not too worried about that right now. And I do have plenty of ways of killing it. Haha! I have no cards in my hand. Meh. Okay. Swift Strike goes here. I'll take 4. 5. Life is another resource. You don't have to guard it super heavily all the time. There we go. Another blocker. Shift that onto him. Get a nice 4/4 swinging at him. Not bad. This has probably been one of the most, not interesting fights, but very, very thematic, I have to say, with the way you first see the zombies, but they're feeding on the corpses in the graveyard, which are guaranteed in the bottom of the deck. That kind of thing has been very interesting, and I love the way that is set up. It's not really a hard fight, it's more like you gotta control the tempo, and with that, I have now taken control of the tempo. Because now it's a lot of 1-1s, 2-1s, 1-2s, and perfect. We're going to... Again, the unblockable one isn't a big deal. Can't really... Hold on. Put up to 1 target troop with the cost of 2 or less from your crypt into play. I didn't get to do that. Did I not? Ah! I don't have any. Because he ate them. That makes a lot more sense. Oh, there's the extinction in case I ever needed it. Chupacabra. Chupacabra? Is that how you spell Chupacabra? When this attacks... Okay. Interesting card. Is it the Chupacabra? Has speed, Yeah, I can see why it didn't attack. Can't you deal with that? Huh? Can you feel it? Oh no. Very, very elaborate setup for that kind of dungeon. It definitely put some pressure on me, and I had to think differently with using creatures to kind of feed the ghouls as I'm kind of building up my defense against it. So, very well played. Whoever designed that fight gets extra credits in my book. That was very fun. The zombies collapsed into a polished stone floor. What is really going on here? So we can go to the breezy hallway over here. We're gonna go over here. The smaller stone room holds a single large sarcophagus with the site of the feet of an enormous statue of a human knight with full plate armor. This knight statue holds a shield with the design of the rose laden with torn etched onto its surface. Interesting. Examine the statue. How dare you defile the sacred tomb of the Rose Knights? You corrupt soul will never leave this tomb again. Each opposing champion chooses lose a permanent resource or ancient tomb knight. Draw 2 cards. Ooh. That's a... I don't even know... Oh, man, I don't even know how to describe that. Should I be more afraid by the fact that he gets a 2-card advantage or the fact that he can destroy a permanent resource? Whenever you gain health, gain a charge. Whew. Keep this hand. It's resource heavy, which is a plus. Is that a May effect? Okay, it's a choice. I get the Ripper again. Prismatic Shard. Okay. And then Repel. So he's going to be dead weight for the rest of the game. Nidorino. I was going to compliment on how useful you're going to be, but now you're nothing to me. Perfect. Perfect for next turn. And if she gets time rippled, she's not going to be garbage. Guess what? She's going to be 3/3. Ancient Spectre, Flight. When this enters play, draw a card. Okay. Ooh. Draw 2 cards, champ. Yeah, let's get some offensive threats going. If I'm lucky, he'll block with both. No. Okay. I do have a kill, and I do have Edie, so there's a chance we can get some cool plays going in a couple of turns. We just gotta make it. Goodbye, Ripper. Bye! You did some use to us. You weren't completely useless in my hand. So I gotta currently outpace a 3-turn damage plus 1 health gain. Diamond Shard. We're gonna attack. Deal combat. We cool? Perfect, yep. Force of the Awoken. Force of the Tomb. Thinking 2 totally different cards here. Either way, that puts some pressure on his 2 X1s, flyer guys. I'm not really... The Ancient Spectre's pretty beefy, but I'll take a 2 over all that flying nonsense. Alright. Yeah, no. Girl, I ain't playing those games, baby. Because that was going to be a permanent, and I didn't want anything permanent. Draw 2 card. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. That was a weird UI flow. You couldn't deselect it, so I had to cancel out and then go back in. Alright, Edie. Do your thing. And then next turn she's going to become grossly powerful unless something's... Okay. Oh, that's not too bad. She still has speed, which isn't too big of a deal. Yeah, better get that out of the way with that than on Edie. Gonna get rid of the shard, mainly because it's a slower resource, and at this point it's not... I'm already kind of at the point where I have all the colors I need, so... Wailing Wraith. This card gets +1 in all zones for each card in your opponent's hand. Life Drain Flight. Okay. Interesting. We'll lay it out like this. And then I can do some funny stuff with that kind of thing. Prismatic. Take 3, gain 3. That's fine. Because I have... Okay. Reason for that is because I have all the shard base I need, and most cards in my deck cost up to 5. I still have enough to do fun things, like kill. Perfect. Interrupt target non-troop spell. Okay. Well, shit. Doesn't matter. I'm still gonna do some fun things. But yeah, I just, at this point, I don't want him to have a card advantage with a 7 card pool. So... That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I have 11 on the board that I can produce an additional +2, -2. A lot of flyers in this deck. I don't think I've seen a ground troop yet, so that's the thing that kind of scares me. Ooh, perfect. That's exactly what I needed. Yeah, he just has so many flyers, it's scary. So that's 6. I have more than enough for lethal next turn. It just depends what he plays. Okay. Nothing. Just to be safe. I can never trust a deck that has repels and stuff. Anything that's going to cause things to go back to my hand. So, gotta diversify that damage. Not my favorite fight. Definitely the cards were pretty cool, but I just didn't like the things in it. Gross. What is with this recording session having some of the weirdest art? So, flight zombies enter play. This card gets -1 in all zones. When a troop dies, it gets -1 in all zones. Interesting. I don't think I'm running any zombies, but that would still be good for the secondary effect. The ghost of the Thorn Knight disappears. Interesting. Next up, we're going to go into the second catacomb area, which I'm guessing will lead us to this area, and probably the final boss. Fun dungeon so far. Definitely really fun. It's not just a tutorial fight or kind of like a mechanics fight like the last two dungeons, like the Coyotal Dream and the Fort Romor. So, very fun. I like this a lot. Thank you much for watching. If you're enjoying the run so far, please let me know. Always love feedback. Tell me what you like, what you dislike. And next time we will be traveling to the Hall of Relics. See you guys then.